Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this afternoon with Fred and Lucy, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Lucy's ability to understand and respond to her obedience commands, the corrections and the motivation that we give the dogs when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred's using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand. That leaves the left hand free to give the correction, and the correction that we give is a tug and let go on her training collar. And that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Lucy will come home with her training collar, and you'll be taught how to use it during your lesson. Now she is sitting at Fred's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done, and the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. The command is Lucy heel, and at this point Lucy's job is to walk nicely beside her trainer's left side, and each time that he stops his feet, Lucy has been taught to sit automatically to wait for her next command. So that when you're taking Lucy for a walk, she's not dragging you down the street, and when you stop to talk to a neighbor or cross traffic, she sits automatically without being told and waits for her next command. And the next command that we're going to demonstrate for you is the stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command. The long sit stay in basic obedience training is for 1 minute, working up to 3 minutes, and we do recommend that you practice this in your home. Now, she started to lay down. Just return to her, Fred. It's fine. She started to lay down on the sit stay, and dogs will hold a down stay better than they'll hold a sit stay. Just heel her out of it, and we'll do the sit stay again. As you can tell, she's very soft. She can be very, very overly exuberant. When she's on her training equipment, she is a lady. So we're going to recommend that you leave her training equipment on in the house as well as outside, so that you have control of her when she's misbehaving in your home. Fred gives her a little pat for praise, and they take off heeling again. She's really done a good job here at school. I am remembering as I'm talking to you, Fred leaves her in another sit stay that I forgot to send you the dimensions for her crate. I'll get that email out right away. This time, instead of returning back to her, Fred's going to demonstrate the recall or the come on command. It's always a happy command. She should come right in front of you and sit because she has a habit of jumping. So we've taught her to come and sit, and then she returns back to heel. Fred leaves her again in a sit stay. And then he calls her in. And if you notice, Fred's demeanor with her is, we're not revving her up during his praise. It's a little tap on the head. It's a little good girl. It's not over the top, because once you rev Lucy up, you can't unrev her. So a lot of calm, quiet, easygoing commands. The next command that we're going to demonstrate for you is her down from a heel position. Now with your dog back at heel position, you use your left open palm straight down toward the ground and the one-word command to down, and then Fred gives her a stay command. And you can practice these down stays right in your house. You don't have to go outside to practice your obedience. It's going to be getting colder, so you can practice right indoors. When Fred returns back to her, he walks all the way around her, returning back to heel position, and each time that you return to your dog's shoulders, they expect to get another command or be released. You have to tell her what you expect of her next. And Fred will demonstrate that down from a heel one more time. He leaves her in a stay. You can practice this while you're eating dinner, while you're watching TV. These commands should become a part of your everyday life with her. And this time Fred will call her out of that exercise. He praises her on the way in. She sits nicely in front of him, and then she returns back around to heel position and back sitting. Very nicely done. Now we're going to set up to do our down from a distance. And this is a little bit harder command because you're not next to the dog during this time. He leaves her in a sit stay. He walks out to the end of his training leash. He's going to use his right hand this time to give the command and drop her into a down. Perfectly done. That's your down from a distance. Now we've demonstrated for you Lucy's heel, her automatic sit, her stay, her down from a distance, and her come. These are the exercises that you'll be practicing with her. We're going to give you hands-on practice during your follow-up lesson and answer any questions that you may have about her and her behavior and her routine in the home. We've enjoyed having her. She's a nice girl, and thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.